Do you want to know how I edit my client YouTube videos? If you don't know who I am yet, my name is Peter. I have edited for big YouTubers, whether that's you have 1,000 subscribers or 400,000 plus. I have edited for a lot of creators now. Behind the scenes, I'm the person that edits all their YouTube videos. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can edit YouTube videos, talking head videos a lot faster, and how you can pretty much skip the steps of things that are taking way too much time. So stay tuned for this video. I'm going to show you all the tricks I know to edit YouTube videos. Like I said, you don't know who I am yet. My name is Peter from Broke Visionary Collective, a one-stop shop for video production and content strategy. And from my career of editing for all sorts of YouTubers from all sorts of niches, I've picked up a thing or two when it comes to how I edit faster, because the reality is no one likes editing talking head videos because they can get a little boring. So the process of how I edit YouTube videos is I break it up into three components. My first folder and component is my asset folder. So when it comes to branding and YouTube videos, you want to have something like a branded intro or something that talks about your brand, your name, your company, or logo. So I have this logo right here. Flash it a bunch of times that I made in After Effects. Super custom, super easy to make. If y'all want a tutorial, let me know. And if you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button if you want to see and keep supporting my channel. And I have something called an asset folder. This asset folder has all these videos that I made when it comes from your intro screens to your little pops to your little reminders or your call to actions, and I don't have to keep making them over and over. So this asset folder, all I do is I just drag and drop into my timeline, and I have a preset intro that I cut out for every first 10 to 20 seconds. So for the beginning of the video, if you watch this far, I made what you like to call a hook. So it's my first 20 seconds of my standard YouTube video, and it talks about how I make YouTube videos from a video editor's perspective. And then my next asset that I'm gonna make is especially native to YouTube is my outro screen. And all screens default templates are 20 seconds, and this is very important. So a lot of creators, they don't really know this, but the very end of their screen, you have your end cards. I have a little custom, little simple that I made in Premiere. It's a little outro screen with me. That's actually me, a picture as a kid, and it points out to this video. And also there's a call to action if you want to check out more videos, as well as a subscribe button. And I have that all as a template, and it's a 20-second video that all I do is I drag and drop to the end of my videos. So at the end of every video, I don't have to calculate exactly where 20 seconds is after I edit it and upload to YouTube. All I need to do is drag and drop this asset, and now I can just pop up my template for the end screens, and there you go. So like I said, asset folders, as well as my third asset that I'm going to talk about in the first part is also my Instagram handle. I don't have to keep making that over and over. That is just a PNG layer, a screenshot as a transparent background, and this I just drag and drop, so I don't have to pretty much make this every damn time, because that would be a lot really annoying. And if you haven't got the gist of these shortcuts yet, step number one is assets. Is you're essentially pre-producing any sort of digital asset, so content that you have to keep making over one time, so it becomes drag and drop. Drag and drop is your savior when it comes to editing YouTube videos. Let's get into part two. So the second way of how you edit videos on YouTube is you get all of your talking head points. And that is my second talking head point, is that you have all your A-roll footage. Like I said, A-roll is talking head video. So when it comes to having YouTube videos, a lot, depending if you're a special niche, but for the most part, a lot of coaches, consultants, a lot of online coaching or YouTube gurus, they have talking head shots. So for me, I like to compile all of these talking head videos and making sure I have my intro, my meat of the video, which is this part where I'm talking about the talking points, as well as my outro. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about exactly the 3 points that I need to talk about of how you edit a YouTube video faster and how you do it as a complete beginner. So what I do is if I talk for 10 to 15 minutes, I make sure I break up all these sentences. That is a little blip there. So when it comes to having talking head videos, if I'm talking to the camera and I make a little mistake, what I do is I clap And I know when I see that when I'm editing Adobe Premiere, I'm like, oh, okay, that is a little blip. So I can just cut that out. And it's a little handy when you yourself are either behind or in front of the camera. So you don't have to constantly rewatch your time of your little blooper. I'm like, is this a blooper or is this a bloop? Oh, right, it's the part where I cut, so that I know that everything before that is a mistake. I just cut that out. And that is another way. You're saving time by getting right to the point. So for example, if I do a perfect one take, I save that as is. And within my SD card, I don't want to have multiple takes in the video, because that you're pretty much saving time rewatching clip after clip, when the reality is all you need is that one take. So making sure you have your talking head videos, but also filming them efficiently, making sure that you have, whether that you have a script in front of you and you're reading point A, point B, point C, you have your conclusion, and you have all your talking head points for your video, and then you can chop it up following the clap markers and having your a roll or your talking head portion. And let's jump into the third part. And the third part, when it comes to editing YouTube videos faster, even if you're a complete beginner, is you're piecing it all together. So this is where you would chop up your A footage, like the talking head videos that I'm doing now. You would drag and drop into your video your branded assets, your outro, and your conclusion, as well as having some sort of call to action to your video. And then after all of that, right, when you have your rough cut of your video, that is when you want to apply your, whatever your special effects, your color grading, your any sound design, your sound pops, any sort of graphic animation. And I like to do that at the end, and that is my fastest way of editing a YouTube video. Like I said, you have your asset folder, right? You have a folder that you are made specifically so you can drag and drop, whether that's a thumbs up button, subscribe, asset, drag and drop. Make sure I have that on deck, so I have to keep making that graphic over and over again, or you can buy it from some third-party site. You have your intro, your outro screens, you have your A-roll, and lastly, you do all your color grading and all your special effects at the very end, because you can just apply that as an adjustment layer. And it all comes down to keyboard shortcuts as well, of how I edit, and being able to see silence and talking portions within a video, and that will help you edit YouTube videos a lot faster and easier. And this is where I would cut the video, and then I go into my last point, which is my call to action. And if you don't know who I am yet, my name is Peter. You're watching A Broke Visionary Collective. Make sure you grab all my resources if you want to support this channel. Help me help you. You want to get 2 free months off of Skillshare. You can access all my courses from editing to YouTube. Link is in the description, as well as you want to check out my free camera guide. And if you're feeling a little adventurous and you want me to help you step by step when it comes to learning how to use the camera, get my premium beginner's camera mastery guide in the link in description below. And that is how I edit YouTube videos for myself, but also my clients that I have in the past. And you're watching Broke Visionary Collective, where we all start with nothing, but you can always create something. Cheers, guys. Gang, gang.